it is, the final whistle, and they're out. It's all over. Oh, it's a sad moment, this. Who would want to be a football manager?
Managers can only watch and wait and hope. Come on, Giggsy!
Stephen, go and get the ball!
This is almost fantasy football. Let's look up the next thing.
Nothing to do with this. I wash my hands of the whole affair. We're doomed.
Alan Hansen's taken it very badly, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. If it had stayed at 4-0, he'd have been really upset. Hello and welcome to Fantasy Football League. This week, the draw for the second round of the Fantasy Football Cup.
We'll be joined by guest managers Peter Cook and Andrew Ridgley.
We'll be recreating what many feel is the greatest save of all time.
And we'll be saying a big hello to Derek Hales.
Hello, I'm Derek Hales.
Hello!
Derek Hales! But first, a few things we noticed from watching football this week. Not everyone at White Hart Lane was cheering when Ronnie Rosenthal came out for his home debut on Saturday.
And on his return from Rome, Terry Venables called an emergency press conference in order to reveal to journalists the exact size of Paul Gascoigne's arse.
Cruel, that is. We hear rumours from Sheffield United that Alan Cork has been getting increasingly angry about the time his teammates are taking over throw-ins.
But first, with all the Fantasy League news, it's over to Stato.
Well, I've put a package together, and here we go. 3 no-score draws and the general lack of Premiership goals meant a glut of clean sheets for our managers this week. Roy Hattersley, the Manchester United of fantasy football, extended his lead over Karen Brady to 10 points. Ian Rush's consolation goal and this highly dubious penalty award earned Roy's team 5 points to go with clean sheets from McGrath and Moran. Sue Johnson moves up to 3rd, thanks mainly to this superb performance by Matthew Le Tissier against Liverpool. 2 penalties plus one of the goals of the season contributed 9 points to Sue's weekly total of 12. Bob Mortimer, with Arsenal-like defensive prowess, is our manager of the week. He goes up to 4th after clean sheets from 3 of his back 4, including Graham Lasso of Blackburn. Frank was on for a good week, but with Mark Wright conceding this penalty, one of 4 goals conceded by the Liverpool defence, he only scores 7 points. Roddy Doyle benefited from Dean Saunders' hat-trick against Swindon and would have been manager of the week, but for minus points from Bruce Grobbelaar, and Wimbledon's Scott Fitzgerald, the victim of an incredible piece of refereeing in the game against Newcastle. Chelsea defender Steve Clark conceded minus points for Andrew Ridgley. Andrew drops into the bottom 3 despite another goal from his main point scorer, Alan Shearer.
Oh yes! It's his 50th goal for Blackburn Rovers.
I've got a good goal here, I'm very happy.
And it was that goalie, Craig Forrest of Ipswich, who was Peter's top point scorer with a clean sheet against Everton. But it's no change at the bottom. Mandy and Peter propping up the table, with everyone else from Roddy Doyle upwards still in with a shout for the Fantasy League title.
Very good,
stuff.
Stato. Well done.
Well done, and we'll be hearing more from Stato throughout the evening.
No, you won't. I'm going to go out tonight.
What?
I'm going out tonight.
Not the managers yet, is he?
World's turned upside down.
Stato's going out. People are turning up. Hello? Oh, right, it's for you, Stato. It's a woman.
Darling.
Darling. I haven't felt like this since I had that 21-point weekend.
What, with goals from Giggs, Sutton, Cotty, assists from Letizier and Sheeran, and a clean sheet from Dennis Irwin, and incredibly...
Yes, darling. A clean sheet from Justin Edinburgh.
Hold on. Sorry, hold on. What are we going to do if we need to know some statistics?
Don't worry, I've organised a replacement specially for the evening. And here he is.
David
Seaman.
What an honour. Well, thanks for turning up.
Thanks very much for standing in for Stato at such short notice.
Although, you well?
I'm fine.
That's good. It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, big lad.
Look, we can't just let you have the statistician's job just like that. We'll have to try you with a few trivia questions first. Is that all right?
Yeah, all right then.
I'll tell you what, we've got some here, and you should be all right with this because they're all based on famous defenders, right? So you're in your area.
All right.
So there's 3 questions. Take your time and best of luck, okay? Okay, here we go. Number 1. Peter Bonetti was known as the Cat. Why?
Because his superior jumping ability.
Sorry, it's because he used to bury his own shit.
Bad luck.
Bit of bad luck there.
Yeah.
Still 2 to go, David. Don't panic.
Who does Alan Hansen look like?
Ah, see, the Captain Scarlet.
Correct.
Straight in there. Oh, you bloody sharp you are, Seaman. OK, and this is the last question. Right, it's all on this one, and it's in 3 parts, so listen carefully. Which country scored the fastest ever goal against England?
San Marino.
Well done. Well done, he's doing well. Now, this one, careful with this one, tricky. Who was in goal?
Chris Woods.
Now, that's not true, is it,
You know
David?
that's not true, don't you?
All right, then, it was me.
It was you, right. And finally, this one, you are the statistician if you get this. What were the first words you heard after that goal went in?
Do I not like that?
Oh, it's the doorbell.
That'll be the manager's, I'll bet.
Oh, it's Peter Cook and Andrew Ridgley. Just throw it anywhere, Peter. We don't care.
Well, I feel so at home here. Yeah.
Yes, welcome back, Peter. Thank you very much for coming back. Hello, Andrew, for the first time.
Hello, David.
Are you all
Hello,
well?
Frank.
You're all well and happy and all the rest of that?
Yeah, we are indeed.
We're fine. We're nestling
Are you?
just above Mandy Smith in the league.
Yes.
And,
Just before we go deeper and deeper into the Fantasy League, you yourself are a Spurs supporter and you are an Arsenal supporter.
Yeah, it's unusual to have
Yeah, what
two
was I gonna
supporters
say?
quite so close, but
It's a bit of a North London derby for us. Is there a tension between the two of you, or just
there's
generally?
been a lot of bickering and
yeah,
somebody put something through my letterbox. I mean, it's
Right, set fire to it.
someone
So
daubed
perfect,
graffiti on my dressing room wall as well.
Right.
it's been very difficult, but we agreed to sort of patch it up just for the programme because we don't want to have an unpleasant atmosphere. God knows you do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We thought we'd come on and pretend that we actually quite liked each other.
But you both go and watch Arsenal. You go to Highbury, Andrew.
Well, I don't know whether Peter does, but
Yes. But he goes to White Hart
I
Lane.
did until they introduced their bond scheme, which I opposed. It's
So you're protesting.
yes, it's
But does it mean, is it special to you if they beat Tottenham?
it's especially if they beat anyone at the moment.
That's very true. But is the hate still there? Because it's a pretty mean thing, ain't it, the old North London rivalry?
Well, yeah, I went to Highbury for the Arsenal Spurs match, and I went with a group of Arsenal people, and I was in a sort of very posh area of it where you can't actually stand up and shout and do all the things you normally
The
would
North
do.
Stand.
And apparently we lost, apparently, just on goal difference, as it's called. We lost, and apparently Spurs fans wrecked the new toilets, which had just been installed at great expense.
That is a tragedy.
It is a tragedy, isn't it? I was shocked.
They know where to hit them, don't they? What about you, Simo? Is it special for you beating Tottenham?
Oh, yes. Yeah, very much so.
No, for Barrick, yes. Yeah, we hate him, didn't we?
Do you play at all, actually, Andrew? Do you play
Well,
football
David
at all?
plays quite regularly. Oh, sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, I played for the Arsenal charity football team.
The pro celeb team. Who else plays for that?
Gary Mason, several of the soap stars from London's Burning and other ones which I
Are you good?
Am I good?
Yeah.
I'm ace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you don't mind saying it?
No, immodest. I damaged ligaments. I was out for 9 months and I haven't played since, really.
So Andrew, we're the only we're 2 of only 4 managers in our league who are left in the Fantasy Cup.
Yes, it's really all I've got left forward to look to.
All you've got left to live for. And so at this stage,
Don't get that depressed about it.
At this stage, we have actually already done the draw for the next round of the Cup, and
well, we didn't. But
we
it's been
didn't.
done.
It's been done, and you are playing a team called those Cheeky Chimps You Cannot Trust, who are they're managed by a bloke called Fluffy McPherson's from Finlay's Lounge Bar in Inverness. It's true. And
you're drawn at home, luckily.
And he has key players in his team are David Rocastle, Ian Wright, and David Seaman, in actual fact. So, if you want to divert some funds that way, then perhaps you'll let in a few goals on Saturday and you'll get through to the next round.
Can I ask Seaman, are footballers generally interested in Fantasy League?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's quite a few who've got their own teams.
Have you got a team? So let's look at your team, Andrew. And it's been a slow and steady slide down the league, basically, for you. What would you attribute that to?
A dearth of decent back 4 players, I'd say.
Oh, sorry, hold it. Sorry, Andrew. We've actually got a clip of Arsenal just come in, apparently, to show Andrew. Can we show him that? Just to cheer him up?
All right.
It didn't have to be that clip, though, did it?
I think that was the only one they had, apparently. Yeah. You know, at short notice. I wouldn't mind seeing that again from a different angle, actually. Here we go. And, oh dear.
Now, are you someone who believed that you could have been an outfield player if you'd wanted to?
Yeah, it's just the pitch
For
was
Arsenal.
the pitch was a bit uneven, you know, everybody can see it.
Easily done. Oh, was that unfair?
Yeah,
I mean, it was thrust on us there.
Sorry, moving back to your team, you've got Alan Shearer in your team.
Yes, well, he's single-handedly propping the whole thing up for me, really. Otherwise, I'd be in a minus placing, points-wise. No midfield either. Lee Sharp's injured, and the rest of them really aren't performing. I don't think
Lee Sharp apparently is going to be back in 3 weeks, I think.
I hope so.
So I heard.
Yeah.
I think we've also got a clip of Lee Sharp, in fact. This one, a good bit of Lee Sharp. Oh! Cracking goal.
One of the reasons I bought him.
Well, because of the dance.
It's got a nice wiggle.
He has got a lovely wiggle, hasn't he, I have to say.
We spoke to Lee Sharp about that. We asked him where he got the idea from for all that, and he told us it was actually this.
You can see the similarity, you know.
Only I think he does it a little bit better.
Not at all.
No, not than me.
And Pepsi and
I told you I was immodest.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was on about Shearer, and I'll tell you something, I'd like to ask you both about this. I saw Shearer interviewed on Grandstand, right, on Saturday. Did anyone see that Shearer get interviewed? And he does this thing that footballers always do, and footballers seem to have their own tense when they speak, and it's not present tense or past tense. And they say things like, yeah, well, I've run into the box, and I've looked up, and I've seen Ridgley on the wing, and he's crossed the ball, and I've gone in, and I've headed it, and it's scored, right? And I just couldn't... Have you ever noticed this? We actually found some footballers talking like this and put it together, and it does seem to be a specific footballer type style of speech.